Let's try to learn more about the Django admin. I think for me personally, Django admin is one of the best features offered by any of the frameworks. So let's try to learn a little bit more about how the admin features work inside Django. So the first thing they are showing is how to create an admin user. Now it's very obvious, if we want to access the admin area, for that we need to have the proper permissions in place. So what we can do is we can create a super user. Now the super user has all of the permissions by which we can log into the admin interface. So let's see how we can do that. So here they are saying that we have to run this command python manage.py create super user. So let me just copy all of these things. Let me go back to my terminal. Let me stop my server. Let me paste it. So python manage.py create super user. The first thing, it is asking me for my username, so I can just write Octallium, or even if I leave it blank, it will default to Octallium because that's my username. Next, it is asking me for my email address, so I can say it's going to be admin@admin.com. Next is a password. Here you can choose a password of your choice. Again, password. So let me confirm my password, and that's it. We have successfully created our super user. Now let us run our server one more time. So python manage.py run server, and let me go back to my website. So this is how it is currently looking. Now let us go back to the documentation and let us see what they are talking next. So here they are saying that you can choose the username, you can choose the email address, and then you can choose your passwords. After that, you can create your super user. So this is what we did, right? So next they are saying that you can start with your server. The next is we can access our local admin site, and this is the link. Let me just open it up in a new tab. So here you can see this is the admin interface. I can choose my password. Now let me just log inside. So this is how your Django admin would look like. Let me just slightly zoom out. Now let us go back. So here we saw that it was asking us for the username and password. Oh, just one thing. You can see that all of my interface is black. In your case, it may be white. Actually, I have a dark theme set up on my Mac. That's why everything is black. In case if you have a light theme, then all of the background would be white by default. Now let us go back to the documentation, and here we are saying that once you enter the admin site, this is what would be visible. So you can see right over here. So we have the site admin, and then we have the heading for the authentication and authorization. Under this we have two items. The first one is for the groups, the second one is for the users. Now let us see what's happening next. So let us try and scroll a little bit down, and here they are saying that what you can do is you can also add your polls app into the admin, and by using the admin interface you can start editing your polls application. So let us see how we can do that. So they are saying that you can go to your polls/admin.py, and there you have to import your model, and then you can register your model. So let us go back to our code editor. Now let me open up my sidebar. Again, inside my application of polls, I can go to my admin.py. Let me collapse my sidebar. I don't need the comment. And here I can say that from my models, I want to import question, and then I can say that admin.site.register, and let me pass the model of question right over here. Now let us go back to the Django admin. So this is how the current Django admin looks like. You can see that we don't have any tab for question right over here, but as soon as I refresh, we will see that we have a section for questions. So let me refresh, and here it is. So here we can see that we have a new section for polls, and for polls right now we can edit just the questions. Now let us go back to the documentation. So here they are showing how it is going to look like. So we just saw this one. Let us go back and play a little bit more with the admin interface. So here if I just click on questions, we can see that we have one question right over here, and this is what we have created up till now. So if I click on this question, you can see that we have a couple of different options. So this is to change the question text, and this is for the date published. So if you're wondering from where all of these things are coming, so let me open up my code editor and let me open up the models.py file. Here we can see that for the questions model we have two fields. One is for the question text, so that's what we have right over here, and the next one was for the published date, and for the date the time is date time. So here we have the section for the date, and here we have the section for the time. Now one small thing you will notice that here it is saying that you are 5 hours behind server time. Now in your case this could be something else. Now since I stay in Toronto, so that's UTC minus 5. That's why it is telling me that I am 5 hours behind the server time. So if you're staying in Mumbai or some other place, the timing would change. In fact, let me show you from where it is coming. So let me open up my sidebar. So to my folder of my site, to the settings, let me close the sidebar, and if we scroll a little bit down, a little bit more, so here we can see on line number 97 we are saying that our current time zone is UTC, and this is what is being referred right over here when it is saying that I am 5 hours behind my server time. We can also try and change some of the different fields. So here maybe we can say hey what's up, and you can save it. And if you go back to your homes, again if you click on questions, you can see that we have the updated question. So again let us go back to the original text. Also if you want, you can change the date. So you can see that we have a small widget. You can choose any of the date, or if you want to choose a time, you can choose any of a time, and so on. And let me save it one more time. So you can see that the admin interface is actually updating our question. And if I click on the question one more time, here we also have a button for the history, and this is going to show you all of the different changes that has happened till now. So again let me go back, and let me go back to my polls and questions. Let us go back to the official documentation, and let us try to scroll a little bit down. So we just saw all of these things, and we also changed the question and saw how does it work. Now let us go down, and we also saw the change history, and I think we are at the end of part number 2 as well, and we will start part number 3 right in the next video.